Alright guys, in this short video I'm going to be discussing with you guys on the updated rules for TenTrade. Alright, so we have the updated rules for TenTrade, and most importantly the rules, or the rule that I'm going to be discussing with you guys, is what they call the profit score. Alright, the profit score which is going to be the maximum profits that you can make. All right, the maximum profits you can make in a day or in a trade. Take note of that, in a day or in a trade. So which means for you not to break this particular rule, what you have to do is, now the profit score is what, 25%. The profit score is 25%. So which means that you are not supposed to make in a single day or in a trade more than 25% profit of the profits, or of your profit score. Now, what is actually this profit score? And first, I want to make this very easy for you. Understand that you have a maximum profit target, all right, on any account, which is what, 10%. So 10% is what your profit target. 10% is the profit target. Now let's take, for example, you have a $3,000 account. All right, you have a $3,000 account. Now what is 10% of this 3,000? All right, 10% of this is going to give you what, $300, right? Now what this means is that you are going to be able to withdraw only 10% of this $3,000. So which means you as a trader, you should just be targeting 10% or even less. And now if you're able to make this 10% within 5 trading days, you can be able to request for your withdrawal. All right, now that's already it. Now we have 10% profit target as we're targeting. Now 25% of this 3,000 is what, of this 300 is what, $75. All right, 25% of 300 is $75. Now this means that if this is going to be the profit you plan on making, all right, you should make sure that you don't make 25% of this 300, or you should not make $25 in a single day or in a single trade. Take note of that. That means in your day one, if you want to trade, just make sure that none of your trades should pass $75, or in that whole day you should not make more than $75. That's what profit score means. All right, so you can make $75 today, tomorrow you make another 75, the next day you make 75, like that, till once you reach 300 you request for your withdrawal and it's going to be sent to you ASAP. All right, now take note of that. This is the easiest way to go about it. Just know that, okay, what is 10% of my account? If your account is how many, let's say you are trading on account of 10,000. all right, you are trading on account of 10,000. What is 10% of this 10,000? It is 1,000, right? Now if 10% of this is 1,000, this means you should just be normally targeting $1,000 to ask for your withdrawal. But remember, you can still ask for your withdrawal with less than 10,000, with less than one, without actually making up to 10%. But now that will be after 15 days of trading. That will be after 15 days of trading, because you are only eligible to request a withdrawal after 5 days when you have made 10%. So when you make 10%, you can request your withdrawal after 5 days. All right, so it doesn't mean that you must make 10%. You can actually make less than 10%, or you can even make 2% and request for a withdrawal, but it will be after 15 trading days or 15 days, right? That's it. Now let's go back to this example. Let's say you have you buy an account of what, $10,000. Now what is 10% of this, which is your maximum target, is 1,000. So for me, I'm targeting 1,000 to make out of this, and then I request my withdrawal. It can just be after 5 trading days. All right, now since I'm targeting to make $1,000, what is 25% of this? Because what we are talking about, profit score now. Your profit score now is calculated based on the amount you are planning to withdraw. So what is 25% of this? It is $250, right? Now $250. This means that if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trading days, none of these days I should make more than 250. So which means maybe day 1 I can make 200, day 2 I make 240, day 3 I make 210, day 4 maybe I lost 100, day 5 maybe I lost 200, something like that. All these days there is no day that I have passed $250. All right, that's simply what profit score means. It is per trade and per day. So on day one, my profits did not pass 250, neither in a single trade. Maybe this 200, I made it in 2 trades, all right, and I did not still pass. So if one trade already takes me to 250, I'm not going to trade again. But now, what if you hold a trade and it goes above 250? Now, this is the secret on how to overcome this profit score, all right? Take note now, this is the secret. Now, for you to overcome if you breach the profit score, that means you have an account of $3,000, all right, and your profit score, 10% of this is what? $300. So 25% of this $300 is what? $75, right? Now, in a single day, or let's say in one trading day, you made $80. All right, you made $80. Now $80 is already more than this. If you request for a withdrawal, having this lot size, having this position that you have closed, or this day that you have closed, your profits are going to be rejected and your account will be resetted. So now, how will you go about if you make this profit, or you make this mistake, or you allow profits to go above your 25%? What can you do to still to receive your profit share? Now, what you're going to do is simply this. You are still going to trade more, all right? You can now trade more to have a profit more than $300. Why? Because 25% of $300 is what? 75. Now, if you trade again and you reach $500 profit, now what will be 25% of this $500? I think that should be, let's say, 25% of this should be, all right, let's just say 150. All right, now let's just say 150. Now, if 25% of this now is 150, all right, if 25% of this now is 150, now you come back, you see that $80 is below 150. What you have simply done is that you have increased your profit, and thereby you have also increased your profit score. Do you understand now? So what this simply means is, if you discover that, okay, let's put it like this. Anytime that you want to request for a withdrawal, first of all, go to your MT5. If your profits are $300, all right, if you have made a total profit of $300, what is 25% of this $300 that I've made? If 25% of this is what? The profit score is 25%, which is $75. Look in your positions. Do you have any day or any positions that is more than $75? If there is none, then you can request for your withdrawal. But if unfortunately you have a day that you made $100, which is more than the 25% profit score of this amount, what you are going to do is that you are still going to trade again. All right, you still trade again to increase your profit so that it will increase your profit score. Now you can still trade again, and you maybe make now like let's say you make $400, or you add another profit to this 300 to be $400. Now 25% of $400 is not going to be 75 again. All right, maybe we'll raise it now to 500. Now 25% of 500 will not be 75 again, which means now that you want to trade to reach a capital, or to reach a profit, a total profit, in a way that the profit score of that amount will be more than the profit, your highest profit that you have made. I don't know if this is clear to you guys. Now, this is the last example I'm going to give. All right, take note of this. You have been trading, right? Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7. Now, you have an account balance of $3,000. You have an account balance of $3,000. It can be $10,000 and so on. Remember, you have a maximum profit target, which is what? 10%. So if you make even 20%, you are going to be paid only 10%. If you make 500%, you are going to be paid only 10%. But you can trade above 10%. But now, when upon requesting for a withdrawal, the other profits will be neglected, and only 10% will be calculated to give you. All right. Now, since our target is 10%, and we know that we are going to withdraw only 10%, what is 10% of 3,000? We have $300, right? Now, this is my target. If I'm having this account, all I want to make is $300, and I request for my withdrawal, right? Remember, I say it can be after 5 trading days or more. Now, what next you have to do is this. What is 25% of $300? 25% of $300 is $75, right? Now, if 25% of $300 is 75, that means day one you should not make more than 75. You should not make more than 75, not more than, just like that. Even in a day, if you want to take about 3 trades, none of the trades should pass this, and at the end of the day, the profit should not be more than 75. Now, in a scenario where unfortunately you close a profit that is more than 75%, what you will need to do now is come back to this profit. All right, you are still going to trade again to increase your profit, increase the profits that you have made in a way that the 25% of the profits you have added on this will be more than, let's say in one day you made about $100, which was supposed to be 75 because of your 300, right? Now, what you're going to do is you have to trade in a way that, let's say now you increase your profit now to $400. All right, now let's say 25% of $400 is 100, right? Now 25% of $400 is 100. Now this simply means that you are now within the range. Your profit have not exceeded the total profits that you are looking for, because when you want to request a withdrawal, all right, this is automated. When you want to request a withdrawal, what happens is that the algorithm adds up all the profits that you have made. If the profits that you have made is equal to $500, all right, now he's going to look what is 25% of this $500. If 25% of this is 150, what he's simply going to do is look into your trade history. Was there a day that you made 150, more than 150, or was there a trade that you made more than 150? That's simply it. That's just how the algorithm looks, or you go through your account to know which lots, if you have breached the profit score rule. All right, now with TenTrade you don't have any lot size rules again. You don't have any lot size rules again. All right, all the lot size rules have been taken out. All the rules you have now is just what? Daily drawdown, maximum drawdown, then profit score, which is what I've just explained now, right? That's just all of them. Those are just the main rules that are there right now. Your profit score, daily drawdown, maximum drawdown. Those are just the most important rules that you have to put your mind into. But the most important one is this profit score. This one is very tricky. Remember I said if you make profits, right? If you make profits before requesting for your withdrawal, check the amount of profits you have made. If that amount is what? $750. If the amount you have made is $750, right? Now go through your charts. What is 25% of this 750? Now, if 25% of this is about, let's say 95 or maybe $85, now look into your trades. Was there a trade that you took that was more than $95? Was there a trade you took that was more than $95? Or was there a day that you made profits more than $95? Now, if you notice that there was a day that you made profit even up to 100, which means it has increased, it has gone above the 25% of the total profits that you are having, what you need to do is trade again to increase these profits that you have made. Trade again. Maybe now you trade up to 800, or you trade back up to 1000, to make sure that the maximum profit that you made should be within 25% of the total profits that you have made. All right, that's simply it. So if you have any other questions, leave it on the comment section of this video, and I'm going to explain to you clearly.